Alrighty, we are back. We're back for live severe weather coverage. We have a significant severe weather event currently ongoing. This is part 2 of the event. Earlier today, obviously, we did a stream. Had to end off early, but since then, we did have a strong tornado near Hot Springs, Arkansas, just to the south of there. More specifically, right in Bismarck, Arkansas, we had a report here of a tornado on the ground in Hickory Grove. But based off of velocities and our debris signature, this was likely a very strong tornado, destroying most of whatever was in its path. But if we look, again, that is the velocity couplet signature. We can get a much better look. Let me get this going for you guys. Yeah, there it is. As soon as it crossed Highway 7 here near Oak Bower and Old De Roche, that thing just exploded in intensity. A very quick, you'll see a spin up, but usually these are on the weaker side. This thing was destructive. I mean, you can see we had a singular pixel of 87 mile per hour winds going in one direction there. So this storm is still going to be producing tornadoes as we get through the night. I've got another hour or so of stream time available until I have to leave again, so just want to make sure I can get on here as much as possible today. Obviously, with something like that happening just out of the blue, honestly, I mean, that took everyone off guard. So, I mean, that is just insane, dude. That is insane. So I'm going to pull up stream chat. If anyone has any questions about your location, feel free to let me know. Again, trying to get on here as much as possible today. I know that it's been a little wonky just with me having to kind of go back and forth here throughout the day. So let me see. Hold up. Alrighty. There we go. So again, we're still watching this line as it moves through portions of central Arkansas. Again, we're very thankful that that tornado did not occur a little bit farther to the east, because obviously we have Little Rock, Arkansas, and just the suburbs in the path of this line. So that doesn't mean that we could still see another tornado, perhaps even another strong tornado. But things are definitely picking up here. We did have a lightning strike report. 2 barns and a home were reported to have been struck by lightning. Small fires occurred with the barns, and the front porch of the home partially collapsed. That is insane, dude. Don't tell me that is not the coolest report or weather report that you've ever seen, dude. That happened in Rogersville, Missouri. A lightning bolt hit a home and a farmstead, and part of the home's porch collapsed due to the impact of the lightning strike. Bunch of tree limbs down out here across the Springfield metro area, again with this gusty line of showers and storms moving through. As expected, the severe threat up north is obviously calming down, but we still got a couple cells out here into Texas and Louisiana. They'll still have the chance to produce tornadoes. But again, that strong tornado we had earlier was just out of the blue. I mean, we did not expect that to happen at all. But that is incredible, dude. Alright. Trying to see if I can find any more photos and videos of the tornado itself. So yeah. Really nice shelf cloud out there, and with our line in Missouri. But yeah, that was a very significant tornado that we had. Still trying to find any photos or videos, damage or whatever. We did have a land spout near Hollowayville, Illinois, near I-80. That was actually with our line of storms that was moving through this afternoon. But our line in Arkansas is currently 60 mile per hour winds and quarter size hail. But still trying to find any photos or videos of the tornado that occurred. I mean, it was very brief, it looks like. But, I mean, I don't know how you can have that strong of a tornado only on the ground for like a couple minutes. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, yeah, that is insane. I mean, just the sheer strength of that was just very unexpected there. Again, it traveled just south of Hot Springs. What's up, Mike Gwen? Good to see you. Thank you all for tuning in. So we're still gonna watch as that part of the line continues moving north. We'll see if we see any like recycling. Again, that velocity couplet is pretty much gone for the most part. I mean, that was just unbelievable. This was made by 911 call center, so someone was probably viewing the tornado from the north here. Gosh, dude. So yeah, at this point, the main couplet is gone. It looks like it did a slight handoff, if any, with what we had left. And so now the couplet is over Malvern and Harp. Very weak, but now we know that something out of the blue like that can happen. But I do not see anything else that catches my eye, honestly. We did actually have some strong rotation near Russellville quite a few moments ago. This got very strong over Atkins and Mars Hill as well as Pottsville. But then it continued to move to the north. It stayed very broad there and never really did much. So, I mean, that's about it right now. It's really all eyes on Arkansas at this point. So, earlier today, I was talking about how we need to be concerned about these sills developing in Louisiana. Those have not done anything. Those have really struggled to grow upscale, and I think that's a really huge reason why we've seen a very limited tornado threat down there. We do have the cell crossing into Union Springs, Hunter, and Lula, Louisiana, that I do think will have the chance to start rotating. I mean, a lot of these will obviously have the chance to start rotating, but will they do that? Not so sure. Trees blocking Arkansas 29 north of Louisville, time estimated by radar. I believe that's Highway 29. Yes. new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going up for South Little Rock. Just for the south side of the city here. They reissued the warning for the QLCS, so we have a quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds expected. Make sure if in this area that you're getting indoors and away from windows. I feel like it should have tornado possible tag, because I really do think that we can't roll out another spin-up or two, but we'll see. And then we did also get a new severe thunderstorm warning. I believe it's this one down here in Louisiana. This includes Pleasant Hill, Manny, Robeline, and Provincial. Hope I'm saying that right. This is for quarter-size hail, or less than quarter-size hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So yeah, I mean, that's the big picture. That's what we got going on at the moment. We're up to 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, or 6, I should say. And, I mean, none of these obviously look like they're threatening to produce at the very moment, but once again, we cannot rule out a couple more tornadoes. We did get that new tornado watch for central Arkansas a couple moments ago. Just for this line here, because again, we still cannot rule out a couple more spin-up tornadoes. Wind Dancer Media, Justin R, is currently in Arkansas chasing, so I do want to take a quick look and see if they see if he's got anything. Justin, I know this could. I know that there's a much easier way to do that, but whatever. Again, still watching the line as it approaches the Little Rock metro area. I've been watching this little area down here near Glen Rose and Traskwood. I do think that there's a chance it may start rotating. Again, slightly here. Nothing too crazy, nothing that needs to be tornado warned, but definitely something we could watch, if anything. This, I believe, is south, a lot farther south than where we had our SIG tour. Or no, this is actually, this is part of the same area, actually. In fact, this might actually even be the same part of the storm that did produce the tornado. Again, we saw a slight couplet handoff there. So yeah, I guess you could say that. That is going to be approaching Traskwood and Toll, so we'll see how, obviously, that interacts with the environment, but not expecting anything near as strong as the tornado we had near Oak Bower and Old Desrochers. That was unbelievable, dude. Oh, I think Justin ended the stream. It's funny. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. Alright, let's see here. New severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see where that's for. It's far down south. Yes. So they continue the warning into Louisiana here for a storm now moving into Logansport, Longstreet, Mansfield, and South Mansfield. This is going to be for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. I really don't know if we got a severe tag larger than that all day. This storm looks pretty disorganized. Unorganized, I should say. Gosh, my commentary is terrible. No rotation with this one. Just make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Could get some gusty winds, some small hail. Looks to be mainly outflow dominant. There's a chance that we could have just had radar contamination near Glen Rose, but I do think we might have just had a little bit of rotation trying to pick up. I mean, that part of the line, it's trying to do something. And it already has, honestly. Just a huge tornado. Again, I don't think anyone was on it, because I've been looking for photos and whatever, and there haven't been many. Okay, so here we got one. This is from Arkansas Department of Transportation, so ARDOT. This is a photo of either, I believe this is when the tornado was touching down, because usually when it lifts in a more kind of like skinnier way, kind of ropes out. Usually that's what happens. You can see just the size of this bowl funnel. Again, so close to the ground. You can see the wall cloud, but this is obviously right around when the tornado touched down. Just absolutely unbelievable stuff there. Again, right around when it was moving north of Prescott. Wow. And that was farther down the line, dude. I'm not sure if that was a different storm. But I either it was that or it was much longer ago. News for thunderstorm warning here for Grove Hill, Oxford, Trenton, Naberton, and Grove Hill. Tornado possible tag included on this warning, but half the lift size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds expected. So, I mean, technically that is actually the strongest storm that we have, really the strongest storm of the day, just with those tags there. That is the highest wind and hail tag that we've got. Or at least wind, it's always been 60 today, but that is the largest hail tag we've got. So that new tornado watch that has most of the same tags: isolated gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible, isolated hail up to ping pong ball size possible, and a couple tornadoes possible. Really nothing too crazy though. Yeah, still don't see any photos of the tornado. But it likely did cause some pretty significant damage there, so obviously that's what we're concerned about. Okay, there's a photo of a wall cloud in Arkansas, but it's from a different cell, or at least part of the storm. Yeah, I mean, nothing on Twitter. Nope. So yeah. If anyone has any questions about their location, feel free to let me know in chat. At this point, we're mostly chilling here. I really don't see much going on. Let me turn my camera down so you guys can see me better. News for Thursday morning, including Thornton, Bearden, and Fortis in Louisiana, or I believe it's Arkansas. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds expected. News for Thursday morning. I'm unaware of where that is. It will probably start blinking here soon. I'm not gonna pull that up. That is confusing. I don't know what in the world just happened. Someone just got a cigarette Thursday morning. I don't know who. Really, all that we've got going on are these couple cells out here. We are starting to see some rotation down near Benson, Louisiana. Nothing too crazy, but definitely need to watch this. It's pretty broad, and it is starting to get fairly strong, but we're watching it as it continues up towards Grove Hill and Oxford, as well as Pelican. Next scan isn't too crazy. Kind of killed it there. It really peaked at Union Springs. Now it's kind of dead. Very short-lived areas of rotation that are failing to really do anything. that's really the theme of today. Could have some gusty winds though near Pleasant Hill and Dobbs Crossing, Louisiana. So. Oh, I see the news reports this morning. It's all the way up here towards Rochester Hills, South Township, and Sterling Heights in, where is this? Michigan. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds expected. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Let's try to get the stream to 10 likes. And last time I checked, we're like maybe 2 subscribers away from 5.12k subscribers. So if we could hit that, that'd be pretty cool. We're 2 away. We're at 1,518. Just kind of watching again if we're gonna get anything other than our SIG tour that we had in Arkansas moments ago. I apologize for the 5 people that have been here all stream for the lack of content. It's just we really don't have much going on other than just a couple of, regular severe thunderstorm warnings. But, yeah, I mean, I'd appreciate if you guys could hit the like and subscribe button again. We're actually only 2 away from the big 1.5k, 1.52k subscribers. So that'd be pretty cool if we could hit that. Let's check in on John McKinney, who is driving back towards Nebraska, I think, at this point. Yeah, he's done for the day. So, obviously, a lot of people picked the northern target. I think, in fact, most of our chasers, if not all of them, picked our northern target. Again, that's where we had the high shear, and obviously where we thought was going to have the greatest tornado threat, and that proved to be very difficult, at least for today's setup. So, I mean, it was definitely not the event that they were expecting. John is pulling over. I'm thinking that he's gonna probably end off stream here. But he did a good job. I mean, he was killing it out there, as always. So, yeah. But, again, just continuing to watch here. With our storms developing. Let's take a look at what he's got going on here.
Let's get some fresh air.
It's nice to get some fresh air. Pretty turbulent skies, wow. Look at that. Oh, Mr. Twister with the rain.
Mayview, 5 miles.
Thank you so much, dude.
That way. That's what's going on behind. Now, if we were to go the other way, we would be going to Columbia, Missouri.
Some really nice looking clouds though on this stream. That is beautiful, dude. It's not a shelf, but that is some really nice structure. Look at that. Hope your birthday was a good one. Thank you, Mike. I mean, it was pretty nice. Went out to dinner. Obviously had to go to school, so I mean, it was a nice day. We definitely had a good time. But I appreciate all the birthday wishes from you guys. We had like 43 comments on the post, so that was really sweet of you guys. I will have to go here in a minute, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Obviously, not the greatest day of streaming for me. Had to cut it in between, but, yeah. You lived in Kansas City for 10 years, went through 2003 outbreak there. Dang, dude. Sounds insane. Looks like John will continue off to the northeast. Towards Kansas City. What's up, Mr. Twister? Good to see you. Let's check in on our hurricane, because why not? We have a 30% chance of development. So the storm is actually very close to becoming a named storm. Invest 97L, I believe, is the one we're talking about. I know you can't see it on the stream. But if we look at the latest GFS here, we actually have the 18Z coming out now. But you can see, let's go to Western Atlantic. Look at the 12Z here. You can see we are expecting the storm to become very strong, and it does actually, the GFS at least, wants it to do something pretty weird here. Just kind of spins around out there. It does become a hurricane for a short amount of time before making a technical landfall on Hispaniola, and the kind of Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and then it continues to move north and becomes a monstrous Category 2, Category 3 hurricane with likely a giant eye there. And I mean, it becomes a very strong hurricane, then gets down to the 960s. They're likely becoming a major hurricane, and it does end up finding its way to go out to sea. That is very weird output by the GFS, and we'll see if that run is an outlier. And I mean, the 60 GFS had the same thing happening, except the first storm would go out to sea. Then it wanted a second storm to develop and follow in its tracks, and then, I mean, that is just weird, dude. So there's a lot to figure out, but the GFS is starting to pick up on some weird ideas. You can see it initializes the run with both of these tropical waves developing here. So we'll see how it, predicts this event to occur, but it's been throwing out some pretty weird runs lately, so we'll just have to see here. Oh, it's 98 L? Okay. I didn't know. I mean, I just assumed that it was 97 L. New severe thunderstorm warning, and it's not even in Michigan, dude. It's not in Florida. It's definitely not in Arkansas. It's not in Louisiana. Dude, where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay, so it is in Arkansas. I guess they just upgraded one of the warnings, so we now have a warning here for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds out here near Bearden and Thornton, Arkansas. So if you're in the way of the storm, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. This is actually the largest hail tag we've had all day, but you can see some pretty high DBZ values there. I wonder if that hail tag is observed. I'm sure it's not, but just in case it is, again, I wouldn't rule out if this is, radar indicated. If you look at the vertically integrated liquid signature, it is actually pretty significant. Again, north of Bearden, it is maxed out, so that is indicative of some pretty large hail. Again, we are 2 subscribers away from 1.52K, so I'd be I'd appreciate it if you guys could hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button. Let's try to get the stream to 10 likes. Obviously not expecting the greatest viewership on this stream, but that'd obviously be pretty sweet. Yeah, new GFS run still coming in. Continues to show that weird scenario, at least starting to show it here, so we'll see how that continues over the next couple of ticks on this run, if you will.
In terms of its environment, yes, I was not expecting.
Oh boy. Our largest hail tag is still at 1.5 inches, but we'll see if that changes here with this storm. Not expecting to see 2-inch hail though. That was not a threat given on the tornado watch either, so not expected by the National Weather Service, or excuse me, both the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center. Again, we'll be more active, but there's really nothing much going on at the moment. So, again, there's just not a lot that we can speak on right now, unfortunately. But, I guess you could say that in a good way, though, because obviously we don't want people getting hurt by these tornadoes. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to end off stream here, just because there's really nothing much happening. I think we're just going to have to settle with the fact that we weren't able to go live for, obviously, the peak of the event, so I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Obviously, it just was not the biggest day that this had the potential to be. Obviously, I had that strong tornado, but that was pretty much about it. So, once again, appreciate all of you for tuning in.